All right, you made it. Congratulations. You are at the final step of this whole journey. You've really put in the work to figure out how AI can serve your community, and, well, now it's time to pull it all together. We're going to review all the powerful new skills you've developed. I mean, just think about where you started, right? You've gone through 10 full chapters. Everything from the absolute basics of AI all the way to some really critical data protection strategies. So in this final review, we're going to connect all those dots. We're going to really solidify that powerful new toolkit you now have. Okay, so here's a quick look at the journey we're about to recap. We'll kick things off with getting started with AI. Then we'll look back at how it can grow your community impact and help you engage your stakeholders. After that, we'll dive back into the super important topics, protecting your community's trust and defending against data exploitation. And finally, we'll look ahead to your path forward. All right, let's start right at the beginning, getting started with AI. Remember, our first goal was just to demystify this whole thing, to see AI not as some big, scary, complex technology, but as a really practical tool you can use in your day-to-day work.
You know, a core principle we set up right away was about setting realistic expectations. We learned that AI is fantastic at things like drafting emails or summarizing long documents, but what it can't do, and this is so important, is replace human empathy and critical judgment. And that led us to a key rule. Every single thing that an AI creates needs a human to review it, no exceptions.
And this right here, this was probably the most practical skill you picked up, learning how to speak AI by writing effective prompts. We saw that when you give the AI a clear role, a specific task, tell it the format you want and the tone it should use, you can totally transform it from just a simple tool into a really reliable creative partner.
So once we had those foundational skills down, we moved on to exploring how to really maximize your community impact. We focused on applying these new techniques to, well, to the lifeblood of any organization, right? Engaging your volunteers and boosting your fundraising.
This quote really captures the guiding philosophy of this entire tutorial. The goal was never to automate human work, but to enhance it, to free you up from all those administrative tasks so you can focus on what actually matters. Let the AI handle the first draft so you can handle the personal connection. We looked at how AI can help streamline the entire volunteer lifecycle. We're talking about using it to draft targeted recruitment posts to find exactly the right people, and just as important, using it to draft those really meaningful recognition messages that make your volunteers feel seen and valued. And yeah, the exact same principles applied to fundraising. You learned how to use AI to speed up writing grant proposals and planning out campaigns. But maybe most importantly, you learned how to draft personalized stewardship updates, the kind that build lasting relationships with donors, because they show the real, tangible impact of their support. From there, we broadened our scope a bit. We started to focus on the real heart of your mission, serving your clients and engaging the wider community. Now this quote, this one gets to a really critical point about authenticity. We learned that your community, they can tell the difference between a genuine connection and just automated noise. The key, as we saw, was using AI to build the foundation, which you then infuse with your own personal human touch. We dove into a bunch of practical ways to improve the client experience. Things like creating clear intake forms, making easy-to-read service guides, even translating announcements. It was all designed to make your services more accessible to everyone you serve. And you also learned how to scale your voice. So instead of feeling totally overwhelmed by the need to create constant content, you saw how AI could help plan out things like social media calendars and draft materials. This lets you maintain a really consistent and engaging presence across all your channels without burning out. Okay, so after exploring all the powerful things you can do with AI, we made a really critical pivot. We shifted to what is maybe the most important topic of all, protecting trust. This whole section was about making sure you can use these tools safely and, just as importantly, responsibly. And that conversation all started with a crystal clear understanding of this term, personally identifiable information, or PII. And we defined it really broadly, right? It covers everything from a name and address to even just a combination of details that could accidentally identify a specific person. Which, of course, brought us to the golden rule of AI. Honestly, if you take one thing away from this entire tutorial, let it be this. Never input real PII into any public AI tool ever. No exceptions. Instead, you learn those really smart techniques. using placeholders, generalizing the details, and creating fictional but realistic scenarios to protect privacy completely. And this slide right here shows that technique in action. This represents a really fundamental shift in thinking. It's about moving away from specific individuals and focusing on general templates. You learned that instead of asking about, a specific person, you ask for a template for a type of person. That right there is the key to using AI both safely and effectively.
Okay, so from there, we kind of went on the offensive. We started looking at proactive strategies to defend your community's data, and not just from AI-related risks, but from much broader digital threats that are out there.
We did a review of the fundamentals of email security, and we really focused on those simple but super high-impact habits. Things like using multi-factor authentication and always remembering to use the BCC field for group mailings. These are practical steps that can dramatically reduce the risk of exposing data through the tool you probably use the most.
We also pulled back the curtain on that kind of hidden world of data brokers. But more importantly, we equipped you with a real, actionable, 4-step strategy to systematically get your community's information off of those sites. It gives you a way to actually take back control and shrink your digital footprint.
And that brings us right here, to today. It's the end of the tutorial, sure, but really, it's the beginning of a whole new way of working for you and for your organization. Think about it. 10 chapters, more than 50 practical prompts that you can use right away, and a complete framework for using AI in a way that is 100% privacy protective. You seriously have everything you need to move forward with confidence and to amplify the amazing work you're already doing.
Now, before we close out, I do want to share this important message. This tutorial from Virtualization Options LLC is provided as a public service to our communities and to support the amazing nonprofit organizations that support them. To enable free sharing of the material, Virtualization Options LLC is distributing this tutorial and these explainers under a Creative Commons CC0 license, which is more commonly referred to as No Rights Reserved. For more information on CC0 licensing, you can visit creativecommons.org.
So thank you again sincerely for joining us on this journey. We are so excited to see the incredible things you're going to accomplish.